Hi, Ron Davidson here, and welcome to my very first travel deal video. Hopefully I'll be doing these on a daily basis if I don't get too lazy. And this is a continuation of my brand new YouTube channel that is basically how to travel the world in luxury on less than $25,000 a year. Now, I'm actually sitting in the beautiful sunny south of France right now. I have got my first house sitting job, and it's 3 weeks in a beautiful rural property owned by a retired English couple that have gone back to England to visit family and friends. Now, I'm going to concentrate on cruise deals. I have 2 of them today for you. And cruises are my favorite vacation. I've taken 11 of them, and I have 5 more booked. So I know what a great price is because I've been doing them for a while. Now, the company I use have no idea I'm mentioning them in this video or recommending them. I'm getting no compensation from them. I'm just using them as a great company to recommend to you. And they're called Crucon, CURCON.com. And it's an American online booking company. And I will start by mentioning that they do have sales on a regular basis. They have the Independence Day sale, they have the Black Friday Thanksgiving sale, they have Labor Day sale, a number of others as well. So if you're looking to book a cruise, sometimes it's worthwhile to wait for the sales. Anyways, there's 2 great deals right now. Now, one is on Crucon. It's on their homepage. Now, I am shooting this video October 9th, and they do have these as weekly specials. So if you see this video a week or 2 from now, the special probably will be gone. But the first one I'm going to talk about is Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas. Now, this is one of the Oasis class ships, which is one of the largest ships in the world. Now, the special they have is for a neighborhood balcony. Now, if you've never been on an Oasis class ship before, they have right down the center of the boat, they have these neighborhoods. One is the Boardwalk neighborhood, one is Central Park. So these are called neighborhood balconies, and they don't face out on the ocean. They face either the Boardwalk or the Central Park area. But they are beautiful, beautiful cabins. Now, the boat leaves out of Galveston, Texas. It's January 29th, 2023, and it's a 7-day Western Caribbean cruise. And it goes to Roatan, Honduras, Costa Maya, Mexico, and Cozumel. Now, the deal is $664 US per person. And then on top of that, you have to add taxes and fees, which are $138, which takes you up to $802 US per person. Now, once you're on board, there's a $16 a day gratuity. So you're looking at 7 days at $16, it's $112. So if you book this, it's $914 US per person. Now, if you've never cruised before, that includes your breakfast, lunch, and supper buffet. They have a pizza shop on board called Sorrento's. There's lots and lots of included food. And there is great entertainment on board. They have a very large main theater where they do Broadway shows. They have guest singers, magicians, comedians, etc. But also on board the ship, there's other venues. There's bars and lounges where they have live entertainment that rotates all around the ship. So all the entertainment is included. Plus, you've got incredible facilities on board. You have 2 flow riders, which is a surfing simulator. You have many pools. You have a solarium. And this is all included in that fee of $914. Now, you can pay extra and get specialty dining for a real 5-star dining experience. There's other things you can pay for on board as well. But if you're on a tight budget, you could do the whole thing for $914. That's all your entertainment, all your food, all included. Now, if you step up to an ocean view balcony, so fronting on the outside of the boat, looking out into the open ocean, you're looking at $844. And then you have the same taxes and fees of $138, which takes you up to $982. And then the $16 a day gratuity is $112, which takes you up to $1,094. And the Allure of the Seas is a great ship. Royal Caribbean is a great company. And the other thing I should mention, if you've never taken cruises before, I was quite shocked the very first cruise I went on. I have a friend who's a single mom, and she has a young daughter. And the very first cruise that we did together, I was quite shocked when we checked in. And on our bed was a little sheet welcoming us on board and welcoming us to the kids club. And lo and behold, they have a kids area, and they separate it into different age groups. So as a family, as a couple, you can take a cruise and you can actually enjoy yourself as a couple. Now, you can drop off the child. Don't quote me on this, but it depends if it's a port day or a sea day at 8 or 9 in the morning. And it's all free and complimentary. The only time you pay is if they stay over lunch, where you pay a small fee. So if you're doing a short excursion and the little one doesn't have the energy or the interest in what you're doing, you just pay a small fee to have them looked after over lunch. Then the other time is over dinner. So you can have a whole evening off, but you do pay a small fee again if you drop them off over dinner. Other than that, you can pick them up. You can go and take them for lunch with you. Then you can drop them off after lunch. Then you can do whatever you want on board, and then you can drop them, pick them up again right before supper. So it's a great bonus because it's absolutely 100% free. And boy, do they look after the kids. As a matter of fact, sometimes when you try and pick them up, they don't want to come with you because they're having such a good time with their friends. So for first-time cruisers, give it a try. I was reluctant to book my very first cruise because I thought cruising wasn't for me. I'm very active, and I just didn't want to sit around and do nothing except eat. But boy, was I shocked. Do they have things on board to do? Just tons and tons of things. So you'll never get bored. I mean, there's dance classes. They have jewelry classes. They have painting classes. I've taken some incredible art classes on board. On the Royal Caribbean ships, I love volleyball, and I played volleyball for an hour at a time. As I mentioned, they got the surfing pools. It's just endless activities. So don't think you're going to get bored, that you're just stuck on the ship with nothing to do. You will love it. Now, let's talk about the next special, and it is my favorite destination or type of cruise, and it is a transatlantic. Now, once again, I was a little reluctant to do a transatlantic because you usually have 7 or 8 sea days, and I thought, well, I'm going to be bored. But no, once again, there's so much to do, and it's also very, very nice just to relax. I call myself semi-retired now. I still own a business back in Vancouver, a jewelry workshop. And it can be very stressful running a business or in general with your career. So those relaxing sea days are wonderful, where you have nothing to do except relax. And I always take a couple books. I read. I love to paint, so I take my paint set with me. But as I mentioned, there's always lots and lots to do. And because they're sea days, they have more activities scheduled to keep you engaged. Now, this is on celebrity cruises. Now, I've taken a number of celebrity cruises. It's a little bit more upscale. The food is phenomenal. You don't really have to pay for specialty dining, but you can if you want. The specialty dining is incredible. Now, it is a transatlantic cruise leaving Barcelona. Now, this is short notice. It leaves on October 31st. 2022. And, a lot of people think, okay, I don't want to do transatlantic because you just get on that boat, boom, sea days, nothing in between. Well, that's the old style transatlantic. The new ones, there are a number of stops. So the Reflection stops, I'll give you the itinerary. You leave Barcelona, then it stops in Valencia, Spain, then Cartagena, Spain, then Malaga, Spain. Then you have 2 sea days, and you stop in Ponta Delgada, which is in the Azores. It's a Portuguese island. And then from there, it's 6 sea days until you arrive in Fort Lauderdale. Now, another reason why I love transatlantic cruises is they are the ultimate bargain. And you have to keep in mind there's, I don't know, 40, 50 cruise ships that leave the Mediterranean in October, November, and come back to do Caribbean cruises during the winter months. And then usually in April, they go back to the Mediterranean. And talking to people, employees on board the transatlantic cruises, and I've done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've done 4 already. And one reason why they're such a great deal is that you have all these ships leave in a 1-month period to reposition across the Atlantic. So you can imagine, I mean, probably on average, 3,000 people a ship. So you have at least 120,000, if there's 40 ships, people that can book. And they have to really, really entice you. So they are the best bargains, and they also happen to be my favorite cruise. So here's the deal. Celebrity Reflection, which is an incredible ship. They have a lawn on the top deck, and that's right, an actual lawn. So you can go down to the buffet, grab a sandwich, and have a picnic on the lawn. They have putting courses, little putting setup. They have, I always can't pronounce it, where you throw the balls. Is it bocce ball? An Italian name. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful 5-star luxurious ship. Now, the deal is, you can book it for $750 US. That's for 13 nights. Now, the taxes and fees are $117, which takes you up to $867. Now, the gratuities on board Celebrity are $15.50 a day for a balcony. So that takes you up to $201.50. So your total for 13 nights per person is $1,068.50. Now that's everything included. So you're talking less than $100 a day. And once again, like Royal Caribbean, it includes your breakfast, lunch, and supper in the main dining room, in the buffet, and as I mentioned, the main dining room food on Celebrity Cruises is really, really excellent. It's a notch above Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, etc. Now, Celebrity Cruises also started an all-included package. So if you go with the all-included package, you get the classic beverage package. So I believe it's alcohol, any drink on board up to $13. But I will double check on that or put a little link up here because I forgot to check on that exactly what's covered with the classic beverage package. But you can always upgrade to what they call the premium beverage package, which basically includes everything on board. Now, their all-included package includes that classic beverage package. It includes free Wi-Fi, and it also includes all the gratuities on board. So if you go with that package, it goes up to $1,419. So $1,419 US. Then you have your taxes and fees on top of that, which is $117. So a total of $1,526. Now, I should mention, this is for an outside balcony, which is beautiful, especially when you're going across transatlantic. It's so nice to have room service or go and get a drink and just sit on your balcony and watch the ocean go by. Now, I should mention that on Celebrity Cruises, room service is free. There's no charge, except in the wee hours of the morning. On Royal Caribbean, on the previous special, Royal Caribbean room service, there is a small charge, but on Celebrity, it is free. That's one of the perks you get. So, even if you go with the upgraded package at $1,526, you're talking just a little over $100 a day. You're talking around $120 a day per person. And once again, that's even including all your alcohol. And the entertainment on board is excellent as well. Now, I will caution you with this. With Celebrity Cruises, it's an older crowd, and there's not as many activities on board. They don't have the water slides, they don't have the rock climbing wall, they don't have the surfing pool, etc., etc. It's a more refined, more luxurious type of cruise, but still they have lots of activities on board. I've taken, once again, incredible art classes, watercolor classes on board. And it's not just one class when they have them, it's a continuation. So it'll be maybe 4 or 5 days in a row. So once again, lots to do. Now, I should mention on the Reflection cruise, there is a $50 onboard credit that CrewCon is offering if you book this. So you get $50 on board. You can use that to pay off the gratuities, which takes the price down even more. Or you can use it for spas. I mean, there's shopping on board, etc. So I think I will leave it at that. Those are my very first cruise deals. And I'm hoping to do, as I mentioned, a cruise deal every day. And I am now going to do my daily flight deals. So airfare all over the world or domestically. So look for that one. Thank you so much for watching.